Hello students, today I take this opportunity to discuss shortcut trick for solving Karnataka CET 2018 mathematics paper. So let us begin with the first example. Modulus of x plus 5 greater than equal to 10 value we have to calculate here. Mod means it has a two value, one is positive x plus 5, it is a less than equal to minus 10. So negative value I am taking, one more is positive value, x plus 5 greater than equal to 10. Now plus 5 we transport it to RHS, minus 5 it will become, so x less than equal to minus 15. So plus 5 transported to RHS, we get x greater than equal to 10 minus 5, so we are going to get a 5. Therefore the solution is minus infinity to minus 15 union one more will be, so it is a 5 to infinity. So I have taken a close interval because here it is less than equal to, here greater than equal to, so equality sign is there. So clearly we will observe that option C is a right answer over here. Okay, so next question. Everybody in a room shakes a hand with everybody else. The total number of hand shakes is 45. The total number of persons in a room. So total number of persons we don't know. So I take a n. C. To handshake two people are required. So I am writing 2 here equal to, this is given 45. So I use a definition of a NC2. NC2 is n into n minus 1 divided by 2 over here. Okay, so this is equal to 45. So 2, it is in a denominator, transporting to RHS, we get n into n minus 1. It is 45 into 2, 90 we are going to get it. So this can be written as n into n minus 1. 90 can be written as 10 into 9. 9 can be written as 10 minus 1. So on comparison, we are going to get a n value as a 10 here. So clearly we will observe that option B is a right answer over here. Okay, we'll move to a next example. The question is the constant term in the expansion of. So I am going to use the general term. So general term is NCR. So n is a 16, power it is 16 CR. So then first term. So first term is x square. So in this I am referring. So raised to n minus r, 16 minus r, and second term it is a minus 1 by x square raised to, it is a r here. So now we need to calculate the constant term. So I am going to take a independent term. Independent term is x power, we have to equate it to 0. X raised to 2 into 16 minus r, multiply by 2, we get 16 2s are 32 minus 2r equal to 0. So on simplifying, r value we are going to get it as a 8 here. So this r value we have to substitute in this expression here. So we get this as minus 1 raised to 8, 16 C8 x raised to 32 minus 16 and x raised to minus 16 here. So simplifying, so we are going to get this as minus 1 raised to 8 is plus 1, 16 C8 we are going to get it. So clearly option A is the right answer over here. Okay, so we'll move to our next example. The question is P of n is, it is a 2 raised to 2n minus 1 is divisible by k for all n belongs to n is true, then the value of a k is. So I am taking a P of n, it is a 2 raised to 2n and minus 1 it is. So in this, so it is a binomial mathematical induction. So we have to take n equal to 1. So I am going to take n equal to 1. So we get this as 2 raised to 2 minus 1. 2 raised to 2 is 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1 is 3. So this is a value of a k we are going to get it. So clearly option B is a right answer over here. Okay. we'll move to our next example. The question is the equation of the line parallel to the line 3x minus 4y plus 2 equal to 0 passing through minus 2 comma 3. So we will observe here. So it is a 3x minus 4y plus 2 equal to 0 and passing through a point minus 2 comma 3 over here. So we will observe that by inspection method option A satisfy a given condition here. So LHS equal to RHS, it is verified by the first option here. So it is a 3x minus 4y plus 18 equal to 0 here. Okay, so clearly option A is a right answer over here. Okay, we'll move to our next example, the question number 6. So they have given a mathematical expression, then A, B value we have to calculate. So now I am taking without a power, that is 1 minus I divided by 1 plus I. So now rationalize this one, 1 minus I divided by 1 plus I here. So multiply and divide by its conjugate, 1 minus I divided by 1 minus I. See, now simplify this one, numerator 1 minus I into 1 minus I whole square. So apply a square plus b square plus 2ab, numerator simplification is 2I and denominator simplification we get it as a 2. 2 get cancels, we are going to get answer as a minus I here. But the question, it is a power is a 96. So same power, we are going to take a 96 here. So 96, I raised to 96. So we are going to get a simplification as it is a 1 here. So 1 means we have to express it as a real part plus imaginary part, a plus ib here. Real part a equal to 1, imaginary part is not there, b equal to 0 we have to take it. So order pair a comma b, so it is 1 comma 0 it is. So clearly we will observe that option B is a right answer over here. So like this, minimizing the steps, we have to find a solution for a given example here. Okay, so now we'll move to our next example. The question is the distance between the foci of an hyperbola is 16. The formula is 2ae, distance between a foci, this is equal to 16. And next, eccentricity is root 2. So E equal to root 2 here. Then equation we have to calculate. So from these two equation, so E value will substitute here. And then simplifying, we are going to get A as so root of a 32. So A square, we get it as a 32 here. So then we will observe that we get x square minus y square equal to 32 over here. So this is the equation here, equation of a hyperbola. So option A is a right answer over here. So like this we have to simplify. Okay, we'll move to a next example. The question is the number of ways in which 5 girls and 3 boys can be seated in a row so that no 2 boys are together here. So boy, then girl will be there, boy, so girl like that, G1, G2, G3, G4, G5. So in between 2 girls, 1 boy will be sitting here. So 5 girls are there. So I can write this as 5 P 5. Totally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 boys will be there. So according to this condition arrangement, we are taking 3 boys, 6p3 here. So 6p3 it is. So now using a shortcut trick, so we have to expand it. 5p5 is a 5 factorial. So it is a 5 factorial, and 6p3 is, it is a 6 into 5 into 4 it is. 6 into 5 into 4. So 5 factorial 120 into 6 into 5 into 4 we are going to get this answer as 14400, we will get it. So clearly option D is a right answer over here. Okay, we'll move to our next example. The question is, if A, B, C are three consecutive terms of a AP and X, Y, Z are three consecutive terms of a GP, then X raised to, that expression is equal to what? So I am going to take this expression, X raised to B minus C, Y raised to C minus A, Z raised to A minus B here. So further I am going to put A equal to 0, B equal to 1, C equal to 2 here in arithmetic progression, because it is satisfying arithmetic mean. So 2B equal to A plus C here. So that is the reason I have taken A equal to 1, B equal to 1, A equal to 0, B equal to 1 and C equal to 2. And I take X equal to 1, Y equal to 1 and Z equal to 1 in geometric progression. So it will satisfy the geometric condition as, so root of A into C, like that. Okay, so these values we have to substitute in given expression. We get X is 1 raised to B minus C, B minus C minus 1 into Y is 1 raised to C minus A, so we get a 2, and Z is 1 A minus B, we are going to get a minus 1. So simplifying this, we get it as a 1 here. So clearly option D is a right answer over here. So like this, AP means AP, arithmetic mean we have to use it, GP means geometric mean we have to take it, and substitution we have to do it. So it should satisfy AP condition and GP condition, and then we'll get a solution for this. Okay, so we'll move to our next example. The question is, limit mod of a X divided by X equal to what it is. So for this left hand limit and right hand limit we'll calculate. So LHL equal to limit, it is a X tending to 0 here, left hand limit. So left hand side negative value we have to take it, mod of X negative value minus X divided by X here. So X get cancels, minus 1 we get it. And RHL we will calculate here. RHL we have to take a positive value here. X is tending to 0, mod of X positive value divided by X. So X get cancels 1 here. So we will observe that left hand limit and right hand limit, they are not same here. Therefore, so limit does not exist. So option D is the right answer over here. Okay, we'll move to our next example. The question is, f of x equal to x minus 1 upon x. F dash means first order differentiation. We have to find a first order differentiation, then x value we have to take it as a minus 1. So very simple it is. F of x, we will differentiate this one. I call it as a f dash of x. So x differentiation is 1, minus 1 upon x square differentiation is plus 1 upon x square, we are going to get it. So wherever it is a x is there, we have to do a substitution as a minus 1. So we get a f dash of minus 1, we are going to get this as 1 divided by, see, minus 1 square plus 1, 1 plus 1, we are going to get it as a 2 here. Therefore clearly option B is the right answer over here. So within a 2 or 3 steps we should get a solution here. Okay, so we'll move to our next example. So the question is, the negation of a statement 72 is divisible by 2 and 3 here. So 72 is divisible by 2, I take it as a statement P, and so it is written like this, 72 is divisible by 3, I am taking a statement as a Q. Negation of this statement is, negation of P and Q is equal to negation of a P, and it will become a or negation of a Q here. So 72 is not divisible by 2, then or 72 is not divisible by 3 here. So like that. So clearly 72 is not divisible by 2, or 72 is not divisible by 3. Therefore clearly option A is a right answer over here. So negation, not it will represent here. Okay, yes. We'll move to our next example. The question is the probability of a happening of an event A is, so I call it as a P of A is 0.5. Next, that of a B is probability of a B equal to 0.3. Next, A and B means intersection P of A intersection B are mutually exclusive, means we have to take it as 0. Then probability of neither A nor B we have to calculate. So probability of A union B complement is 1 minus probability of A union B here. So further 1 minus, as it is, probability of A union B is probability of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B here. This is one of a standard formula here. So then 1 minus, substitute this, probability of A is 0.5, then probability of a B is 0.3, minus probability of A intersection B is 0 here. Then simplifying this, we get a solution as 0.2 here. So clearly option C is a right answer over here. Okay, like this we have to calculate. Okay, so we'll move to our next example now. The question is, in a simultaneous throw of a pair of a dice, the probability of getting a total more than a 7. More than 7 means, so first die 1 and 6, so 7 it is, more than 7 means, so we get a 2 6. First die 2, second die 6, then we get a 3 5 3 6. Next, so 4 4 4 5 4 6. Next, 5 3 5 4 5 6, and a 5 5 will be there. Next, 6 2 6 3 6 4 6 5 6 6. You may ask me how I am writing. First one, 2 plus 6, I am going to get a 8. Next, so increase 1, so decrease 1, 5 plus 3 8, then 5, then next die will be 6, we have to take it. Similarly, this is also 3, give an increment 4, decrement we have to give 4 4 4 4 5 4 6, like that. 5 3 5 4 5 5 5 6 here, like that. So we have to write it. So totally these are 15 in a number, and total possibility in throwing a die is 6 into 6, that is a 36. So simplifying this one, we are going to get 5 by 12 here. We are going to get 5 by 12. Option C is a right answer over here. Option C is a right answer. Okay, we'll move to our next example. The question is, A and B are mutually exclusive. So mutually exclusive means probability of a intersection B, we have to take it as a 0. So further, probability of a is given 3 by 5. Probability of a B is given 1 by 5. So probability of A or B means, A or means union, we have to take it. A union B equal to probability of A plus probability of a B minus probability of a intersection B, we have to take it. This is a formula. Probability of a is 3 by 5. Probability of a B is 1 by 5. And intersection, it is a 0 because mutually exclusive. Simplifying this one, so we are going to get a 0.8 here. 0.8. So clearly option A is a right answer over here. Okay, we'll move to our next example. So question is, let f g, these are a function defined from set of a real number to real number, be two functions defined by f of x equal to mod of x plus x, g of x equal to mod of x minus x. Then f composition g of x we have to calculate. So we need to calculate f composition g of x. So f as it is, g of x will be as it is. So f as it is, g of x. So g of x is mod x minus x. So f of x is, so here it is a defined, so without a modulus. So without a modulus we have to take it. Okay, so here they have given before that x is less than 0. So I simplify this one. Less than 0 means mod of x is minus x. So this is minus x as it is. F of it is a minus 2x. We are going to get it here. Okay, further, so apply f of x. So we have to take a modulus mod of 2x. Next, f of x is plus x. So plus x is minus 2x. So then see, it is a less than a modulus value, it is a less than a 0. So it is a minus 2x. So we are going to get it. Then plus into minus, minus 2x. So simplifying this, minus 4x we are going to get it here. So clearly option C is the right answer here. So very important, here it is a x is less than 0 they have given it. So these conditions we have to use it and we have to simplify. So clearly, so option C is a right answer over here. Okay, so we'll move to our next example. The question is, A is a set having 6 distinct elements. The number of a distinct function from A to A which are not a bijective. The formula for this is, it is a n raised to m minus n factorial. N is a distinct elements here. So I can take this as 6 raised to n, we can take it 6 raised to 6 minus 6 factorial. Here n is distinct elements here. So n is 6 here. So 6 raised to 6 minus 6 factorial. So clearly option C is a right answer. This is a standard formula you have to remember here. Okay, so we'll move to our next example. The question is, f is such that R is mapped to R is defined by f of x equal to. So first we have to find f of a minus 1 here. Here I am writing f of a minus 1. Minus 1 is less than a 1. So it is a 3x. 3x it is. Then f of 2 equal to 2 means the second value we have to take it. That is a x square. F of 4 here. F of 4. 4 means it is a greater than 3. It is a 2x. So corresponding values we have to take it 3. So first one is a minus 1. Second one is a 2 here. 2 square. Third one is a 4 here. So 2 into 4 here. So minus 3. 2 square is 4. 4 2s are 8 here. So simplifying this, we get a solution as a 9 here. So option A is a right answer over here. So 18, A is a right answer here. Okay, we'll move to our next example. The question is, if sine inverse x plus cos inverse y is 2 pi by 5, then cos inverse x plus sine inverse y is what? So I use a formula sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2 here. So this is a one of a inverse trigonometric formula it is. So sine inverse x, I write it as a pi by 2 minus cos inverse x. So next, cos inverse y can be written as pi by 2 minus sine inverse y, we are going to get it. So further, so this is equal to RHS as it is 2 pi by 5 here. Then sine inverse y will take it to RHS, it will become a plus. Cos inverse x will take it to RHS, cos inverse x. So we get a LHS pi by 2 plus pi by 2, and RHS element 2 pi by 5 we transport it to LHS, it will become a minus over here. So simplifying this, we are going to get a 3 pi by 5 over here. So clearly option B is a right answer over here. So these are a shortcut trick. So like this we have to simplify. Okay, so we'll move to a next example. So the value of a expression, so tan of, so it is a tan of 1 by 2 cos inverse 2 by root 5 you have to calculate. So for this I am going to take it as a theta here. So this tan, it is in a LHS, I transport it to RHS, it will become a tan inverse. Okay, so tan inverse theta, so divided by 2 is transport it to tan inverse, we are going to get it LHS cos inverse 2 by root 5 here. So then, so RHS I express in terms of a cos inverse, 2 tan inverse theta can be written as cos inverse 1 minus theta square divided by 1 plus theta square, and here it is a cos inverse 2 by root 5. So both side cos inverse get cancels here. So simplifying this, so theta square equal to, it is a root 5 minus 2 whole square here. So simplifying this, theta we are going to get it as root 5 minus 2 here. So clearly we will observe that option B is a right answer over here. So using this technique, tan converting in terms of a cos, easily we can find a solution for this particular function here. Okay, so we'll move to a next example. The question is A equal to, it is a matrix, then A raised to n equal to 2 raised to k into A, then value of a k we have to calculate here. So then I calculate a square here. A square can be written as A into A here. A is, it is a 2 minus 2 minus 2 2 into once again 2 minus 2 minus 2 2 here. So matrix multiplication we have to perform it. So matrix multiplication is, we are going to get 8 minus 8 minus 8 8 here. So this can be written as, so we can write it as a 2 raised to 2 into A here. So it is A square is, by using a condition, so 2 raised to 2 into A. So if it is a raised to 3 is there, so we are going to get a 2 raised to 4 into A here. So comparing these values, so we can write that k value is, it is a 2 times n minus 1 it is. So when it is a 2 2 3, it is a 4, so it is a 2 into n minus 1 here, so it will satisfy. Okay, so clearly option D is a right answer over here. So like this comparison we have to write a solution. Okay, we'll move to our next example 22. So they have given a matrix relation here, x and y value we have to calculate here. So very simple, matrix multiplication we have to perform. So we get a multiplying the first this and this matrix, we are going to get it as x plus y first row, second one minus x plus y, so equal to 2 and 4 we are going to get it. So we have to consider, now it is in a matrix form, so we have to consider this as a system of a linear equation. Just add it here, so we get 2y equal to 4 plus 2 6 here. So y is a 3 here, y is a 3, so y is a 3, b and d are there. Further we have to calculate x value. So take a first equation, x plus y equal to 2, substitute y as a 3 here, y as a 3, and x we are going to get it as a minus 1 here. So clearly option D is a right answer over here. Option D is a right answer. Okay, we'll move to our next example. The question is A is a matrix, we have to calculate A into transpose of a matrix here. So A is a into a dash, I write it directly here. So minimize the steps. So it is a cos alpha sin alpha minus a sin alpha cos alpha. Then a dash is a transpose of a matrix. First row we have to take it as a first column. It is a cos alpha sin alpha. Then second row is a second column, minus a sin alpha cos alpha. So multiply these two matrices here. So we get this as cos square alpha plus sin square alpha. Next we are going to get it as minus cos alpha sin alpha plus cos alpha sin alpha. So next we are going to get it as minus cos alpha sin alpha plus cos alpha sin alpha. We are going to get it. So multiplying second row with the second column, we are going to get it as a sin square alpha plus cos square alpha. So simplifying this, we are going to get it as, so sin square theta plus cos square theta is a 1 1 0 0 1 here. So this is nothing but a identity matrix I here. So clearly option D is a right answer over here. So like this we have to simplify. Okay, so we'll move to our next question. The question is, if x, y and z, they are belonging to the set of reals, then the value of a determinant we have to calculate here. So here also I am going to use a shortcut trick. So usual method will be very lengthy here. Okay, so for our convenient here, so we can take a x any value. I am taking a simple value as x equal to 0 over here, x equal to 0. So this will become as a equal to, it is a 5 raised to 0 1, 5 raised to 0 1 raised to 2. Next 1 minus 1 raised to 2 1. So 1 plus 1 raised to 2, 1 minus 1 raised to 2 1, 1 plus 1 raised to 2, 1 minus 1 raised to 2 1 here. So simplifying this, so we are going to get this as 4, 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 square is 4, 4 4 0 0 0 1 1 1 here. So we have studied the properties of a determinant. In a determinant, any one row or column, it is a 0, the value of a determinant is 0. So using this, answer is 0. So clearly option D is a right answer here. Okay, yes, we'll move to our next example. The question is the value of a determinant. So this is a determinant, answer is what? So actually, so we have to use a substitution and we have to calculate here. So this option was wrong. So now 2018 they got a grace mark for this one. So all answers are wrong here. So right answer is, it is a plus b plus c, a minus b, c minus b here. As in a earlier example, dear students, we have to do a substitution as a equal to 1, b equal to 2, c equal to 3, like that. So LHS equal to RHS, we get it here. Therefore this is a right answer here. Okay, so you can try this one, taking a as a 1, b as a 2 and c as a 3. We will get LHS equal to RHS over here. Okay, we'll move to our next example. The question is, there are 3 coordinates, the vertices of a triangle whose area is a k square units. Then, so what is a required area we have to calculate here? So area of a triangle is given by the formula 1 by 2. It is a x1 y1 1, next x2 y2 1, x3 y3 1. So this is equal to plus or minus k, we are going to get it. So further both side, so actually it is a number is not multiplied here in this determinant. So we will multiply by 8 here, 8, so that 4 will get inside. multiply by 8. So 8 by 2, 4 we are going to get it. So 4 into we are going to get a x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3, 1 1 1 equal to, it is a plus or minus 8k we get it. Now every element, so every element or so last column we will multiply by this 4. So we are going to get this as x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3. It is a 4 4 4 here. This is equal to RHS, no change, 8k. Further square is there, we'll do squaring on both the side. LHS I am not writing here, so we'll get that part only. RHS squaring plus or minus square is plus only 8 square 64, k square we are going to get it. So option C is a right answer here. So like this we have to simplify. Okay, so we'll move to our next example. The question is, if A is a square matrix of order 3 cross 3, then determinant value of a 5A we have to calculate. So determinant of Ka, I am using a formula, is a k raised to n into determinant of a. So here k is a 5, so we get a 5 raised to 3 into determinant of a here. So 5 raised to 3 is 125 determinant of a here. So option B is the right answer here. So like this we have to write it. Okay, we'll move to our next example. The question is f of x. So if it is a minus 1 less than equal to x less than 0, so numerator will be the solution or denominator here. Then is continuous at x equal to 0, value of a k we have to calculate here. So continuous means, so both the limit we will take it as a equal here. So this is written as limit x is tending to 0, it is root of 1 plus kx minus root of 1 minus kx divided by x is equal to limit x is tending to 0, it is a 2x plus 1 divided by x minus 1 here. So now further we will simplify this one as limit will be as it is k divided by 2 under the square root of 1 plus kx here. So we will do a rationalization here in this way, plus k by 2 root of 1 minus kx here. So divided by 1 here. Okay, so we have used a L'Hospital rule. So numerator differentiation, this is a numerator here, just I will trace it here. So numerator root f of x is 1 by 2 root x, so f of x differentiation is this here, so this differentiation is here. Okay, so like this we have to write it here. So RHS also L'Hospital's rule we have to use it. So or else take a x equal to 0 directly, so we are going to get it as a minus 1. So further now limit is x equal to 0 in a LHS, put x equal to 0, we get a solution as k by 2 plus k by 2 equal to minus 1. So k equal to minus 1 we are going to get it here. So option C is the right answer over here. So using a L'Hospital rule we have simplified, so answer is a C. Okay, we'll move to our next example. The question is cos y equal to x cos a plus y, then dy by dx is what? So from this I write a solution for x equal to, it is a cos y divided by cos a plus y here. Now usually we will find y differentiation with respect to x, we write it as a dy by dx. Now in this we have to differentiate x with respect to y, so differentiation we are going to get it as dx upon dy equal to, it is a minus cos a plus y sin y plus cos y plus sin a plus y. So whole divided by, we are going to get it as a cos square a plus y here. So numerator we have to simplify this one. So we have to write dx divided by dy, we are going to get it as a sine, it is a plus y minus y. So using a trigonometric identity, whole divided by the denominator cos square a plus y here. So y get cancels here. Now dx upon dy is sin a divided by cos square a plus y. So we want to dy by dx, reciprocal we have to take it. Taking a reciprocal we get a cos square a plus y divided by sin a. Therefore option B is a right answer over here. So like this we have to find a solution. Okay, we'll move to a next example. The question is f of x is mod of a cos x minus sin x. F dash means first order differentiation, and x we have to take it as a pi by 6. We have to find a solution for this one. So f of x is mod we will remove it. F of x equal to, we get it as a cos x minus a sin x. So differentiate this one. So f dash of x equal to, cos x differentiation is a minus sin x, and a minus as it is, sin x differentiation is cos x. Now at a pi by 6 we have to take it, x equal to pi by 6, that is a 30 degree. So sin 30 degrees 1 by 2 minus as it is, now cos 30 is, it is a root 3 by 2. So simplifying this one, minus 1 by 2 will be the common, 1 plus root 3 we are going to get it. So option A is a right answer over here. So like this we have to simplify. Okay, so we'll move to our next example. So this example 31st frequently asked question it is. So y equal to under the square root of x plus under the square root of x. So this is taken as a y. Okay, so if you one term, if you hide it, remaining same thing it is a repeating here, so we can take it as a y. So now we will do a squaring on both the side. So we get a y square equal to x plus y. So we will differentiate this one. Y square differentiation is 2y dy by dx, we are going to get it. Then RHS, x differentiation is 1. So y differentiation is dy by dx. So dy by dx, it is in RHS. Take it to LHS, simplifying we get dy by dx solution as 1 divided by 2y minus 1 here. Therefore option D is a right answer over here. So we have to simplify in that way. Okay, so we'll move to our next example. This is also a limiting function. So it is a given that the given function f of x is continuous at x equal to 1. K value we have to calculate. So very simple. So f of, it is a continuous at 1. I am going to take it as a 1 here. F of 1 equal to limit x is tending to 1 f of x here. So it is a limit x is tending to 1 f of x is a log x whole divided by x minus 1 here. So we have to use a L'Hospital rule, that is limit x is tending to 1, numerator we have to differentiate. Log x differentiation is 1 by x, denominator differentiation we are going to get it as a 1. So we are going to get a 1 by 1 as a 1. So k value is a 1 here. Therefore k equal to 1. Option A is a right answer here. Okay, so we'll move to our next example. The question is approximate change in the volume of a V of a cube of a side x meters caused by increasing the side by 3% is. So volume of a cube is V equal to x cube. We will differentiate this one. So dv upon dx, we are going to get it as a 3x square. Then further I write a formula for this one. So change in a V volume, so delta V is nearly equal to C dV upon dx into delta x. Here dV upon dx is a differentiation, we know this one, so it is a 3x square into delta x, change in the value, it is a 3%. 3% means 0.03 into x here. So simplify this one, so we get this as 0.09 x cube meter cube here. So option A is a right answer here. So like this we have to simplify. So dear students, so today in this session up to 33 examples we have discussed it, so with a shortcut trick. Okay, so one example within a 1 minute you can solve it using such a technique here. So thank you very much for watching this video. In the next session, so remaining example we'll discuss it. So thank you once again.